Hello, everybody. It's David Gardner here talking to you about Scottish fiddling and how to sort of bring out the most out of tune. And here to answer a question about how to sort of, bring out the most in an air. And so I thought I'd work on a pretty well-known tune. I'll bring it up, I'll share it with you. And we're going to be looking actually at a Neil Gow tune. And it's Neil Gow's Lament for Abercrombie. And it's a pretty well-known tune. Probably you've probably seen it before. Let me make my face a little bit smaller here so I can actually see the music. And I'll be annotating this to kind of show you some of the things that you can do to make this a little bit more interesting. And so just to start off, I'll play it through once to just give you an idea. So that's one way to play this piece. If you look at the very beginning of the piece, um, it's you know it's got that pickup. So this is where you're establishing what you want to convey. Usually, when you're playing something like an air, you want to try and tell a story, and this is a lamentation. So this is you think about what a lament is. It's talking about loss. It's talking about remembrance and things like that. So that's one of the things that you can do to sort of think about how you feel and kind of put that into the music. And don't, one of the things that you often hear people doing in airs, which really you might want to try to get away from, is don't be so stuck to the metronome. So try to kind of open things up. So here in the first, hold that note out. So at that area right there, I'm going to annotate some things here. Right, this right here. You might want to hold that longer. So maybe put a little fermata over top of that. So try to find where the phrases are. So ba dee da dee da dee da. There's another phrase. So ba da 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 da. So hold this one a little longer. And then this note belongs here. Da dee da dee da dee da. And also play with your dynamics. If you're playing all in the same dynamic range, it it gets kind of boring after a while. So maybe, and you can use the geography of the tune, where the notes are higher. You can actually play a little bit louder here. So maybe go up to like a forte here. It's a little bit of a crescendo, play a crescendo there. And then a decrescendo. Kind of follow the direction of the tune as you go down. And the same thing right here. Da 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 dum. Pause there. So everything's been long and very very flowing. But try to maybe if you have maybe a little bit shorter, dum bum bum bum, and breathe bum da 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 da, and maybe put a little bit of a retardando here. Okay, just kind of slow down at the end. And then hold that out. How long? I generally just use all the bow up. That's I don't count in my head. I just and notice the second time I do something different. Do it. This is sort of my general rule. Do it pretty much the way it's written in the music the first time through, and then the second time through, you can start adding stuff. And so what I did here was I started playing that open G against everything else. So the second time through, it's a little bit more a little bit more interesting. So I'm building it up, and then so we go on to the next section here. Another phrase. Now we've played this next phrase a bunch of times, but we can do a couple things. We can do something completely new, or we can kind of go back to the original way we played it, sort of reminding each ourselves of how we played it before. So you can hear right there, this is all the same basic idea. So what I've done here is I'm doing a long decrescendo right there. I'm starting a little bit stronger, getting softer stuff, and then I'm also putting a retardando at the end there as well. And so using all of your tricks in your tool bag, you can use dynamics, you can use tempo, you can use pauses, all of these things. But you just don't throw them in randomly. What you want to do is you want to actually put them in where they make sense. So really listen to the tune and where you would normally think about it as a song. Where would you usually breathe? Da 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 dee da dee da. Da-dee. So wherever you would breathe would be the same place that you would put a pause in the music as well. So thinking about airs like that will hopefully open things up for you, and and you'll be able to really think about the tune instead of just playing the notes. Try to find, like I said, the geography. If you've got notes going up and getting higher, you might want to get louder. If things are going down, you can also kind of bring down the volume as well, and then also maybe the tempo and kind of bring it out like that. So it's a lot of really nice ways of coloring a tune. So hope you were able to get something out of that. Like and subscribe, please, on the channel. That helps a lot. And if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. Thanks a lot.